most of us have jobs. Most of us want to keep our jobs. Most of us enjoy our jobs. That's maybe a bit of a lie, but I enjoy my job, so I'm saying most of us. And I thought, let's look into some TikToks where people have jobs, but possibly lose said jobs. I thought we should make fun of the unemployed. Nah, I'm just joking. So if you haven't seen This Week in the Internet, there was a woman that worked for Mac and LAX, I think it was, and she did day in the life vlogs and basically just showed what she did day to day. She was a manager on Mac. She had some responsibilities she was shown that maybe she shouldn't be shown, and then she actually did get fired. So I thought, let's go in, see what we think about it, and see if we think she should have been fired.
Thank you, honey. Do you have a straw for me too, please? Thank you, babe.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
So far, obviously I'm not going to show you all because it's a very long video, but I'll do some cutting so you can see roughly. But so far I'm not seeing an issue, basically just starting, getting coffee, getting to work, clocking into LAX, because obviously as an airport they have a bit more extra security, and the fact that she'll have to go through TSA and stuff like that, which is normal and what you'd think of in LAX. Don't see an issue with it so far. But the next thing is getting money, and this is maybe the thing that we'll all have an issue with, but we'll see. So this is the bit everyone seems to have issues with, and I do kind of agree why. We've seen what time the money gets collected, we've seen what time the store actually gets opened. Obviously that may be changed day to day, but I don't reckon it changes by much because it is an airport, and obviously they have longer opening times than like usual businesses. Fortunately the money is obviously like, you need a thumbprint, and it would be like probably a security guard letting you into the money bit and stuff like that. So I think actually getting the money isn't the issue. Like, fair enough showing that. Maybe wouldn't show it if it was myself. I'd maybe just like, if I was doing the vlog, I'd maybe just like show like, oh, just about to get money or something along they lines. But I believe maybe actually showing the machine and what machine they use and stuff like that maybe isn't the best. Obviously, like, we're not living in like films where like people go robbing LAX and stuff like that, but there's a chance. And then the fact that the money goes into the till and we see the like the actual number that opens the till. Obviously it was quite quick, but if someone, like, I'm not going to go through and be like, right, one, two, like, but if someone really wanted to, I believe they could get that number. So that's the video done. I'll cut between. Basically a gist of what actually happened is that she just shows the rest of her day, and there was nothing, like, it's just a general day in the life of someone that works at Mac Makeup. And I believe that, like, right, okay, that's fine, like, you're allowed to show stuff like that, that's totally fine. I don't have an issue with that, I just have an issue with the showing the money thing. And I think maybe as TikTok and obviously people trying to become influencers, or maybe not even become influencers, like sometimes like posting on TikTok, like I have a TikTok that I just post on because I enjoy comic books. I'm not trying to get like big on it or anything like that, I'm just posting it because I enjoy talking about comic books. And if I get a couple followers with it, fair enough, but if not, I don't mind. There's possibly a chance that's the same with this woman, but the way her content is going, I think that maybe she is trying to maybe build a wee bit, and obviously Mac being a makeup brand probably helps with the maybe the bougie lifestyle as well, because obviously it is a significantly expensive makeup brand. So maybe she is trying to become an influencer, and now that the fact that she's showing all this stuff off isn't good. Obviously the big point is as well, LAX is an airport that has armed security, probably has a lot more armed security than most Mac stores. So in theory, this is probably the safest place to show stuff like this off. I just don't believe she should have done it. But we'll go into the next video where she actually gets fired.
Have a good day, y'all. Where are you flying to today?
So before obviously we actually go into the part of her being fired, I was possibly wrong with one bit of it, that we see the day in the life again, but she gets money at 10 o'clock instead of like the 4 or 6 o'clock she gets it in the first time. So obviously maybe times change and it does open at different times. Still believe it was wrong for doing that, but we'll go into it anyway. So far it kind of seems like she just loves her job and really enjoys talking about makeup and actually helping people out with makeup and stuff like that.
So we're out of NC-17. That's probably what it was. We're out of NC-17. You want me to make you a sample of it though? That way you can... I got you. Babe, did you want to take a picture of the bottle and the color?
Yeah.
That way we know for next time. Here you go, my love.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You have a great day. This is syrup that you're going with, right? Yes. So this is Whirl. She is a little bit darker, but it's perfect because once this like mixed together. Oh my God.
I actually really feel bad.
So 11 AM she gets fired, and it kind of like doubles down my point that maybe she does want to be an influencer by she's not explained why in the video that why she got fired. She's just been like, yeah, just got fired. Like instead of like being like, this is why I got fired. She's obviously trying to create engagement, and then we're doing that, get more followers and stuff like that. So we'll move on to the video where she explains about it. It is a 5-minute long video. I'm not going to play it all. I'll watch it all, don't you worry, and I'll kind of summarize it for you.
Guys, obviously this is long overdue. I'm actually visiting with my family right now, so obviously like I've not been on my phone as much as like I normally am. But with how everything has blown up, you guys have lost your minds. You guys have lost your minds. I just want to make this so simple, so quick, and straight to the point. You guys, the company that I worked for, the airport, they did not ask me to take the videos down. They did not ask me to remove them. They didn't. They told me that I did not have to. This was not a type of security breach or security risk that was putting anybody, in harm's way. The airport, they have a ton of security. They have a ton of things in place, just to make sure that everybody is safe.
So she spoke already about how Mac's not actually asked her to take it down because it's obviously security and stuff like that. Like, they don't need to worry, it's not breaching security. But I think possibly the reason they're not asked her to take it down, obviously I am someone that doesn't know about airport security, never worked in an airport, only been for flights and stuff like that. But I believe maybe she had a specific code for the register, like if I talk about the register, that is her code. So all they've done is just remove it. And they've been like, right, okay, that's fine. And then the actual getting the money part, obviously, is probably security guarded anyway. But the fact that she obviously, you see what suitcase that the monies get taken in, obviously it could be different because in the UK it's kind of always the same case that they get taken about with. So like you do know it's like a money case. But over there maybe it's the same or maybe it's like different. But now people know what the money case looks like. And they know if someone's walking towards a store, in that case they could just grab it. Obviously most companies are just like, just let them have it. It's like, I don't know how much money's in it, but I think it's only going to be a couple of grand into Mac and companies like that. I think that'll be nothing. They'll be annoyed that they've lost it, but I don't think they'll be like caring that much. And obviously they'll be like, yeah, just let them have it. Which is a bit, like if you look at it that way, maybe it is getting blown out of proportion a wee bit. That, like in theory, yeah, like at most they'd maybe lose a couple of grand, and she has been fired anyway. So it's like, they've kind of dealt with it and it's like done. She does say it's actually the reason she got fired is because she actually just breached their like social media policies. I think it's just they can't film whilst they're working, which is fair enough. And she actually does say, like, she doesn't, obviously she was devastated in the day, but she doesn't seem that annoyed about it like later, because she's like, well, it was my own fault, I can't do anything about it. So at least she's taking some accountability for it. And I do believe maybe the influencer thing is what she wants, because the way she starts the video I feel is like very on an influencer way, try to get a wee hook in and stuff like that. So that video could have been a minute, but she keeps repeating herself, and for a good minute and a half of it, she just talks about like, thank you for all the new followers and stuff like that. So obviously I'm correct about the influencer thing, which is not, there is nothing wrong. Like I'm saying like, oh, she's want to be an influencer. There's nothing wrong with that. It's nice money for your personality, if that makes sense. Like I understand why people want to do it. Obviously I'm wanting to make YouTube videos, so I'm along the same lines as well. It is nice having the idea of like someone liking you because of the content you make. That's obviously an artistic expression and stuff like that, and obviously she's saying the same as well. She wants to continue her page as like tips and tricks, hair stuff, makeup stuff. So hopefully she still gets like, maybe a bit more of a following from it, because obviously she does admit that she's made a mistake. It does happen. Shame that she lost the job, but she's not fuming about it seems. I think in conclusion, we need to watch what we post on TikTok. Don't reveal things that maybe shouldn't be revealed, as in codes for the till to open it, and maybe where the money's, I suppose you never see where the money is actually getting taken from, but you see the machine that the money is. So if you, in theory, if you found where the money was taken from, if you like, you could find it. But yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe.